I've got a truth for you folks. Whether your mind can accept it or not, that's dependent on the individual. Most of you won't. Because if it isn't something that a scientist told you, or a politician, then most of you won't believe it anyways. Ain't it beautiful? I love the country. But I'm going to tell you this. R. Wayne Steiger, if I got that right, I hope I did, sir, had asked a question. And his question was, what do you think happened on Mars? Well, I have told this story in type. I've never made a video because of things when I was a child, which is another story that I will tell on another occasion. I say story. I should say truth. You ask anybody, I don't lie. I don't like them little ulcers on the tip of my tongue when I tell a lie. God gets me, he throws that on me to let me know, hey man, you don't do that. Well, it's like this. What happened on Mars was a colony. Mars was inhabited. There was a race, another humanoid race, that was coming to sign a treaty with the Queen of Mars. Well, they arrived in in a few ships. Naturally, it was their royalty, but it wasn't what it seemed. If you don't know what a draconian is a lizard-like humanoid race. They are very predatorial. They don't do anything but destroy and enslave. That's what they do. There are different types of reptilians. They're reptilians, but the actual name are draconians. And these are real things, people. They're here, make no doubt about it. Well, one of the abilities that these draconians have is to project an image, camouflage themselves. They can camouflage themselves to look like another race if they have tasted the blood. If they've ingested the DNA, then they can look like that. You understand? That's what they did on Mars. This wasn't a race that was coming to sign a treaty. It was the guise of signing a treaty. They came to destroy and enslave. They were cloaked. They were, they looked not like lizards. And these are scary things, people. These things are 7 to 9 foot tall. Very muscular. And if you're afraid, they will frenzy and eat you because they smell the adrenaline. The adrenaline drives them wild. They love the adrenaline. And if they scare you, you're about to get ate up. Well, they destroyed Mars. And if you want to know what the Queen of Mars looked like, Google this. I don't have the ability to do all this video editing and that on my phone. I'm putting it out like this first, and then I could make a video later, or maybe one of you could. Google Mona Lisa found on the dark side of the moon, and you will find photos of the Queen of Mars ship, of the Queen of Mars. Her entourage, they didn't have a picture of that, but the article stated that there was the only thing left was the head. That's because the Draconians ripped that humanoid apart. Yeah, it was a blue humanoid that it had the ability of telepathy and empathy. So I urge you to check that out. And if you'll look at the ship, you can see the destruction that was done to the ship. That's what happened to Mars, people. Mars was inhabited just like Earth. And it was destroyed by the Draconians. And make no mistake, the Draconians are here. I can't reveal much about myself. It would put me in grave danger, just me telling this information. And the proof is in the pudding. Every time I tell this story, YouTube or wherever I post it, it disappears. My comments disappear, or my article disappears. This is truth. These are truths they don't want you to know. And very few on the planet are even privy to this. All right. Mr. Steiger, there's your answer.